Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Lucy. A big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. If you have not subscribed, please do so that you will get a notification each time I upload a new video. Today's video is about the dollar situation in Kenya. Kenya is the most dynamic economy in East Africa, and it is a member of the East Africa Community. The East Africa Community Forex Reserves policy is that a member country should have in its coffers at least 4 months worth of forex reserves in terms of imports cover at any given time. Kenya's reserves have been below this requirement since January 26, 2023. The Central Bank of Kenya recently revealed that Kenya's current usable foreign exchange reserves remained at $6.6 billion, down from $6.9 billion as of February 2023. This translates to 3.69 months of import cover. Kenya is facing an acute foreign exchange crunch, with the US dollar reserves dropping to their lowest in 8 years. The shilling keeps plummeting against major global currencies. The Central Bank of Kenya has been using its US dollar reserves to try to cushion the shilling from further nosedives, and this has led to a dollar scarcity. Kenya has been facing a dollar shortage since March 2022, and the current scarcity confirms earlier warnings by US lender JP Morgan that said Kenya was straining to finalize client transactions due to dollar liquidity constraints. To some extent, the shortage of US dollars has been attributed to repayments of loans to bilateral and commercial lenders, as well as the Central Bank of Kenya's efforts to check the downward spiral of the shilling against the US dollar. The Kenyan shilling has lost 27% of its value since February 2020. The Kenya shilling's depreciation is increasing import costs and living expenses. It is affecting business profitability and economic growth. It may also hinder the government's ability to meet its external debt obligations. Experts also opine that the Kenyan currency hasn't quite recovered from the global economic crisis sparked by the COVID-19 pandemic, which stifled Kenya's key exports, thereby cutting its inflows. These were heightened by other issues such as continued drought, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which triggered a hike in fuel prices, and rising inflation. The acute shortage of dollars has affected importers in Kenya. Most fuel and oil importers cannot import the commodities because of the scarcity of the US dollar. Oil and fuel importers use US dollars to buy fuel. Therefore, the forex shortage has had a direct impact on Kenya's fuel supplies and, by extension, the country's supply chain. This has resulted in fuel shortages in major places around the country. Traders and motorists are the first to feel the pain when they try to fill up their cars at the filling stations. Essential imports such as medicine and food have also been affected, with traders claiming they cannot import goods. The demand for US dollars is very high among importers, and this has resulted in the rise of the US dollar black market. According to the Kenya Association of Manufacturers, Many manufacturers and processors are struggling to do business due to the scarcity of dollars in commercial banks. These importers use dollars to source for raw materials in foreign markets. There has been a hike in the US dollar exchange rates as well, and in addition, there has also been a rise in the black market for the US dollar. For example, if the Central Bank of Kenya rate is 127.80, the black market rate would likely be as high as 139. The number of Forex Bureau companies in Kenya has also shot up from 68 in 2021 to 119. Some listed companies are trading US dollars among themselves, breaking the Central Bank of Kenya's laws and causing the emergence of parallel exchange rates. The lenders end up buying and selling well above the printed official Central Bank of Kenya rate. Diaspora remittances have been a leading contributor to Kenya's foreign exchange earnings. Kenya has been earning more foreign exchange from the diaspora remittances than from its major exports of coffee, tea, and horticulture. However, these remittances have been declining in recent years. The Central Bank of Kenya maintains that the available forex reserves are sufficient to meet Kenya's statutory requirement. If Kenya wants to curb the uncontrollable plunge of its currency, achieve deflation, and ultimately make dollars available, it will have to enforce attractive fiscal and monetary policies. That brings us to the end of this video, in which we have looked at why Kenya is running out of US dollars. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.